This is video 6. Mystics are calling for urgent life confession. Pope Francis is calling for prayer and fasting for peace. Part 2. Now I will present the first mystic called Miriam Corsini from Italy. Miriam Corsini is from Carbonia, a town on the south of the island of Sardinia in Italy. Here is the link to access the video, and the video is obviously in Spanish. Mensaje de Dios Padre y la Santísima Virgen María Miriam Corsini, Carbonia, Italia, el 28 de septiembre de 2024, posted just 2 days ago on October 5th. YouTube channel is called Dios es Amor. It is a Spanish channel from Dominican Republic. Messages from heaven received by Miriam Corsini are frequently reported on this channel Dios es Amor. In Spanish it means God is love. She, Miriam Corsini, has received a message from God the Father and from the Most Holy Virgin Mary on September 28th this year at 4:16 p.m. just 10 days ago, because today is October 7th. The messages are about the chastisement which is coming soon. In brief, the events are described and the faithful are asked to prepare to be ready spiritually. Among the preparations, which are all in the sense to live as good and avowed Catholics which follow the Gospel, is also confession, a big confession. After reading the messages, the channel administrator gives an excellent talk about the life confession and its significance for salvation. This part of the video is reported below with translation. So it was from 8th to 10th and something minute, practically to 11th minute, is all in Spanish for those who understand Spanish. And what's important related to life confession is typed red bold. Here it's the English translation. I'll be read now. In general, all of us who will be alive when the great warning arrives, if we are not properly prepared, if we have not made a confession of our entire life with all sincerity, then the great warning will become a terrible nightmare for us, brothers. Therefore, if we have not repented and converted to the Apostolic and Roman Catholic Church, it is likely that our soul will find itself in hell. Let us remember that we have already been warned that many can die in that state. This is what we must avoid, and we can deduce, brothers, that this is why we have been insisted so many times to go to the priest and make a sacramental confession asking for forgiveness, but with a repentant and humbled heart before God, to be able to ask for forgiveness from the heart. Well, if we don't do it from the heart, having made that lifelong confession will be of no use. That is why we must work hard with this part of our spirituality, because if we have a hard heart that is not capable of humbling ourselves before God to ask for forgiveness, let us begin now, brothers, if we have not yet begun, to ask God to give us the grace, to give us the humility to ask for forgiveness, so that we can be forgiven. So, brothers, if we want to be part of the flock of our Lord Jesus Christ, if we want to go to the shelters that God has prepared for His children, if we want to go to heaven and we have a blameful conduct, we must make that conduct blameless in the eyes of God. We must work hard on ourselves with our hearts, then to be pleasant people in the eyes of God, and pleasant in dealing with our brothers, which is something that God has asked from us a lot in these end times. And so, brothers, being in the grace of God, we will have His protection.